Class of 2024, congratulations. You made it, and you are incredible. You began your college career in a moment of crisis, a moment of unknown and fear, of sickness and fatigue, and from that place, you have learned to thrive in all sorts of situations. You have forged a community that is resilient in your hope, unashamed in your grief, bold in your cries for justice, and today we celebrate you. We celebrate who you have become, and we celebrate all those around you who have helped you along the way, because none of us have gotten here alone. So taking a cue from a commencement address by Fred Rogers, I invite you, Class of 2024, and all of us gathered around them, to take a moment, a space to breathe, and think of all the people who have helped you become who you are today. Parents, professors, mentors, siblings, roommates, friends. Whether they are close by you right now or far away, if they have loved or encouraged or supported you, if they have wanted what was best for you, gather them close in your mind's eye and be thankful. May we let that gratitude center our celebration and our joy in the ceremony to come. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who saw stripes and bright stars through the perilous climb? What so proudly we hailed of the valiantly streaming, and the rockets red cloud, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning, Juniata! To the members of the class of 2024, I extend sincere congratulations, and to your parents, your friends, a warm welcome. Members of the platform party, trustees, alumni, faculty, and staff, I greet you and declare the formal opening of Juniata College's 146th commencement ceremonies. I would like now to turn the program over to Lauren Bowen, our president for the semester and our provost. Dr. Bowen.
Thank you, Carl. Good morning to all of you. So how about this weather? I am so very pleased and privileged to welcome you to this most special occasion where we celebrate this milestone achievement in the lives of our graduates and their families. I bring you greetings and congratulations from President Jim Troha, who is with us in spirit this morning. As you know, he is on sabbatical this semester. However, not even a sabbatical leave would keep him from your graduation ceremony. He might even be checking the live stream as he's able. He most certainly is going to watch a recording as soon as it's available. So how about a wave and a cheer to Jim Troha on the camera right here. So if a sabbatical won't keep him away, why can't he be with us this morning? He gets to enjoy the same experience as the parents in the crowd today, as he is appropriately with his son for his graduation this morning, after attending his youngest daughter's graduation yesterday, and as he prepares to join his oldest daughter tomorrow when she receives her PhD. So I'm pleased he is able to focus on being a proud parent 3 times this weekend, even as I know he wishes he could be in 2 places at once today. And for my part, I am most honored to preside over these proceedings. I've been proud to be your provost for the entirety of your college careers, and it's been a real blessing and joy for me to be able to act as your president in your final semester. Thank you for your support and all the energy you have provided this semester. So I know you're prepared to graduate, but are you ready to celebrate a graduation ceremony? For many of you, this is your first graduation ceremony since you weren't able to have one from high school in the spring of 2020. So give yourselves a round of applause. And I am fairly confident that our graduates are not the only people here eager to revel in a commencement ceremony and all that it means. As you know, graduates, you have not been alone in this journey, and there are quite a few people here today also eager to celebrate this graduation with you and for you. I want to give special recognition to those families and parents who sent your children to us in the summer of 2020. That was quite a leap of faith. You trusted us, you trusted yourselves, and mostly you trusted your children. Students, please join me in thanking your families and all the people who love you for their support, their encouragement, and all they have done to help make today possible. I would also like to recognize our extraordinary faculty. They have challenged you, they have supported you, they have partnered with you. They have provided you with the knowledge and skills that will allow you to make your mark in the world as leaders and as citizens. I would ask the faculty to please rise as you are able so that we can thank you for your dedication and your commitment. One of my favorite thinkers, the philosopher and education guru John Dewey, once said, a long time ago, that education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. Now, if that quote sounds vaguely familiar, it's probably because I said this to you at your orientation as a way of welcoming you to collegiate life and challenging you to embrace this unique experience. If, and I'm thinking this is probably a way more likely, those words aren't at all familiar to you, it's probably that because for most of you, you experienced that orientation on a Zoom screen. And even if you weren't on Zoom, you were probably too busy wondering what starting college was going to be like in a new place. And in the fall of 20, that new place, you'd be practicing social distancing. You'd be getting your meals as takeout from Baker or scheduling times to eat. And while you would go to most of your classes in person, you were going to have some of them on Zoom. And if you were in person, you might be wearing a mask with everybody and you didn't know what anybody looked like. Need I go on? So I think it's fair to assume that you likely weren't retaining the words you were hearing any of us say that summer. Finding your way as a brand new college student is always a challenge, but the fall of 2020 was an extraordinary moment in which to be starting college. And you, the class of 2024, navigated this transition with courage, an eagerness to learn, and with a generous spirit. Education is life itself. Maybe those words aren't familiar to you, but the idea must be, because you have modeled it so brilliantly as students here. Not just as you began your college experience, but throughout your academic career. We have observed your generosity, your enthusiasm, your academic excellence, and we have admired your resilience. Your ability to be adaptive without being passive, your ability to chart your path forward without assuming you are in complete control. You are quintessentially Juniata. As are our honorary degree recipients today, who similarly embody grace, tenacity, and an intelligence that underscores, whether you were educated here or are an educator here, that the values that define this place encourage all of us to leave this world better than we found it. I frequently observe that there are 4 attributes that define the Juniata community. We ask questions, we take chances, we have fun, and we are kind. I love that Juniata students admit what they don't yet know so that they can be transformed by their education, whether it is at liberal arts symposium or a senior thesis defense or a classroom most any day. We have experienced your curiosity. And you know how to take chances. You aren't satisfied with the status quo, and you understand the power of being pushed out of your comfort zones. Some of you have traveled to new places, while others have pushed your limits physically as student athletes or creatively as musicians or artists. And maybe you've joined or created a student organization. The list goes on and on. And you know how to have fun. Mattress dominoes, anybody? You have brought a spark and a sense of joy to this campus. You demanded that the way you started college not define us or you. But it's not just that, even though that might be enough. Maybe most powerfully and importantly, the strength and power of your dogged commitment to tradition, whether it's celebrating the old ones like Mountain Day and Storming of the Arch and Madrigal and Tinting, or whether it's creating new ones like Nest Day and Mattress Dominoes, they are all testament to your support of one another and your understanding of the power of community. You are generous and you are kind. So my wish for you and for the world is that you can sustain the magic that you have displayed here. Let your life continue to be an education. Stay curious and ask questions and be a lifelong learner. Take chances and find your joy, and remain kind. You have made us better, and I have every confidence that you will continue to make us proud as alumni of Juniata College. Congratulations, class of 2024. You have our respect and our deepest gratitude for all you have contributed to this place. Good luck and Godspeed. It is now my sincere pleasure to introduce the president of the senior class, Samantha Hall. Samantha hails from Irwin, Pennsylvania. Her program of emphasis is neuroscience, in which she will be graduating with distinction. She has 3 secondary emphases in chemistry, Spanish, and linguistics, and she holds a certificate in genomics, ethics, and society. How Juniata is that? She will begin her master's in bioinformatics at Juniata this summer. Her academic breadth and her excellence is matched by her leadership and engagement outside the classroom. A student athlete, she has participated in both women's lacrosse and women's golf. She served as a campus tour guide and was the Juniata Associate for all the tour guides. She is a most sought-after tutor in our Writing Center. She's logged over 240 hours of community service over her time here. I would tell you she's an organizational whiz who brings joy and passion and dedication to all that she does and all of her service, whether it's creating kickball for kids, planning Family Feud to declare your POE, articulating a vision for a senior class gift that will provide a gathering space for students, planning your senior week activities. She has been your class president for each year she has been a student here. And since becoming president in her first year, Sam's primary goal has been to create a community where students who are facing the pandemic and learning how to live after it could still interact with each other and build relationships. She is a proud second-generation Juniatian, as her father Keith is an alum from the class of '87. Please join me in welcoming Samantha Hall, your senior class president.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for your patience today. If you were hoping for any amount of formality, as you can tell by this past 5 minutes, you will not see it with me. Look forward to the other speakers. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to our Supreme Overlord Bowen for my kind introduction today. To start, we are so unbelievably grateful that you could all be here today to celebrate the joy of this moment. The class of 2024 is an incredibly special class. Frankly, the words of theorist Captain Jack Sparrow come to mind when thinking about this class. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. It goes without saying, the class of 2024 was dealt a terrible hand. Rather than focus on what we endured, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the heart and steadfast zeal that this class exhibits. The word I would use to describe this class before me is adaptability. Where am I? We realize that the problem truly is not the problem, and your attitude in approaching the situations is what makes the difference. The feats that this class has accomplished, regardless of the circumstances, are admirable to anybody. So, if you wouldn't mind entertaining me, I'd like to do a little exercise with you all. So, as you are able, please stand, graduates, when one of the following statements resonates with you. If you are a first-generation college student, and please remain standing. If you have maintained a job alongside your academics, if you seized the opportunity to study abroad, if you have participated in varsity athletics, if you have the community engagement honors notation, if you have been involved with any student-led clubs or organizations, if you are continuing on to a graduate, doctorate, or professional degree, and finally, if you are about to walk across this stage to get your damn degree, no matter what we were dealt, every person here was all in, which has led us to the finish line here today. You may be seated. Though really, it's not a finish line, is it? This is just the start of a brand new, exciting chapter in our lives. No matter your direction, based on the drive of this class, I know everyone's next steps will be exceptional. Although we may be moving to different places, I know that the bonds created by the late night study sessions, downtown Joe runs, the ups and downs of athletics, and even the East Lawn parties with masks on, will absolutely withstand the test of time. With these friendships came memories to last a lifetime. So I turn to one of the greatest philosophers of our time, Ferris Bueller. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. I think I can speak for everyone here when I say these past few years flew by. I hope from the bottom of my heart that you were able to enjoy this bumpy ride, if even for a second. If not, I say we start now. Take a moment to bask in the absolute joy and triumph of this moment. So, I'd like to continue with gratitude. We could not be in these seats without encouragement. From the class of 2024, thank you to every person who is here at this moment, as well as everyone who has provided unwavering support from a distance. Graduates, let's all take a moment to recognize any of your supporters. If you can see them in this expansive crowd, give them a wave or a thumbs up, just to show your appreciation for every ounce of love and encouragement over these past few years. Hi, Dad. Words will truly never be enough to express my pride in every individual here. The impact that this class has made on this institution will continue on for years to come. I look forward to hearing about all of your adventures, especially when we come back together in the future, and especially if it's in our senior class gift, the new campus bar. Regardless, I implore you to continue in your optimistic attitude to every challenge you will face. Remember to look for those moments of joy and have gratitude and pride for where you are and how far you've come. To quote another great academic of our time, Elle Woods, congratulations, class of 2024. We did it.
Thank you, Sam. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Regina Lamandella, the Valco Professor of Biological Sciences at Juniata College. Dr. Lamandella will read the citation for our first honorary degree recipient, Dr. Holmes Morton. Gina?
Dr. Bowen, trustees, faculty, graduates, and guests, today marks a momentous occasion as we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements of the class of 2024. Amidst the challenges of a global pandemic, this graduating class has demonstrated resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to their academic pursuits. Class of 2024, when you arrived at Juniata in fall of 2020, you were greeted with a nasal swab and sent off on your college journey. In the last 4 years, you faced uncertainties and navigated challenges with grace and determination. Today, we celebrate your accomplishments and honor someone who exemplifies the same grace and determination. Dr. Holmes Morton's work in the field of medicine and genetics is a testament to the power of dedication, innovation, and compassionate leadership. Dr. Morton played a frontline role in managing the COVID crisis across our region. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Morton served our community as the director at a clinical laboratory here in Huntington. His leadership ensured the provision of essential testing services vital for safeguarding public health in schools, nursing homes, and hospitals as they faced unprecedented challenges. His team efficiently processed hundreds of thousands of tests, contributing to the region's efforts to mitigate the spread of the virus and save lives. Beyond his contributions during the pandemic, Dr. Morton's pioneering work in genetics with the plain populations has revolutionized disease diagnosis and treatment. Dr. Morton harnesses the power of DNA sequencing to identify rare genetic mutations underlying diseases in plain communities and to tailor treatments and personalized care. Dr. Morton has had an illustrious career. It began when he graduated from Harvard Medical School and did his residency at the Children's Hospital in Boston. From there, he moved on to a fellowship at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia and then to Kennedy Krieger Institute in Baltimore. In 1989, Holmes co-founded the Clinic for Special Children in Stratford, Pennsylvania. This clinic specialized in genetic issues amongst the Amish and Mennonite communities, and his work there earned him recognition in the Wall Street Journal. His vision for the work culminated in 2009 when he opened the Central Pennsylvania Clinic in Belleville, expanding his mission to provide comprehensive care for individuals with genetic disorders. His work serving the communities of Pennsylvania has made Dr. Morton world-renowned. He's been honored with this prestigious Albert Schweitzer Prize for Humanitarianism and was hailed as one of Time Magazine's Heroes of Medicine. He has been awarded 2 Smithsonian Institution Awards for Innovation in Technology and he was honored as a MacArthur Genius in 2006. In 2020, he was recognized as Pediatrician of the Year by the Pennsylvania Academy of Pediatrics. In addition to improving the quality of life for so many, Holmes has dedicated himself to shaping minds as an educator extraordinaire. From Johns Hopkins University to Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, he's been pushing the boundaries of medical education. We are especially grateful that Dr. Morton has brought these innovative approaches into Juniata's burgeoning bioinformatics master's program, where his teaching has inspired our students to explore the vast potential of genomics analysis. Through hands-on experiences and mentorship, Dr. Morton illuminates the transformative capabilities of genomics, empowering future Juniatians to tackle complex challenges with precision and ingenuity. His vision has not only advanced medical science, but nurtured a new generation of experts poised to drive discovery in the field. A brilliant pioneer in his field, Holmes embodies the spirit of innovation, compassion, and generational improvement. Dr. Bowen, upon the authority of the Board of Trustees, in recognition of his unparalleled contributions to medicine and education, Juniata is proud to confer upon Dr. Holmes Morton the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Dr. Morton, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Juniata College and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you J. Jackson Barlow, Charles A. Dana Professor of Politics. Dr. Barlow will read the introduction of our second honorary degree recipient and our commencement speaker, Angela Montague Jones. First Jack. Here you are. No, you can go ahead.
Well, that was exciting, right? So when I was asked to introduce Angela Jones as the commencement speaker, the person who asked me said, "You know, she met her husband in your class." I wasn't sure that was a responsibility that I was ready for. But I will say, at least I'm glad somebody found something worthwhile in one of my classes. But seriously, one of the delights of this job is that we get to know our students. And we're often able to keep those relationships into their lives. And it's been a pleasure to be included in Angela's circle of friends ever since she graduated. And I appreciate that. Angela graduated from here. She married into a Juniata family. She and her husband, Chris, are both alums, of course. Chris's parents are alums, and his mom, Elaine Jones, is a member of our Board of Trustees. So their connections with the college are both close and ongoing. Angela and Chris were both part of the volleyball program here, and they've remained serious athletes, which is why she's got a cold now. Though she now does ocean swims and triathlons, and Chris plays beach volleyball, right? Although his knee, he got a wonky knee, so be careful. Together, they have raised 3 remarkable children. And I should mention, Chris is also an attorney. And for the last, 10 years? He has been home? 15 years. He's raised the kids. So, and if you look at his parents, you understand how he got that model. It's a nurturing model. So as a student, Angela was not somebody who called attention to herself. Yet her work ethic and talents very quickly showed us that she was somebody to keep an eye on. I pulled out an old letter of recommendation when I was getting this ready, and I talked about how impressive I'm not going to show it to you. Talked about how impressive she was as a first-year student, that I was planning to ask her to be a research assistant for the department the following year. But she took those skills first to Harrisburg as a Finnegan Fellow, then to DC, where she interned with the Federal Trade Commission. Now, you might think the Federal Trade Commission is dull. I did. But one of her responsibilities was writing and research for a presidential report on the marketing of violent entertainment to children. This was back when the internet was new. It was still largely in the future. This is not the kind of thing that most undergraduates get to do. And then she graduated from college, and things really took off. She went to William & Mary Law School, the oldest law school in the United States. She worked for a big law firm. She worked for Comcast, and now she works for Netflix in LA, in Hollywood, right? We pried her away from Sunset Boulevard for one day for this. She's the senior director of U.S. Business and Legal Affairs, and in that capacity, she works on negotiations for original television series commissioned by series projects commissioned by Netflix. Now, there's a lot of glitz and glamour in the entertainment industry, but I think it's important for you to understand this. Our legal system has its origins in the 11th century, and all too often, it reverts to its 11th century model when we need ideas. Angela is one of the pioneers who framed and continues to frame a legal environment for the entertainment industry of the 21st century. She learned to see past today's constraints and possibilities. I like to think she learned that here, and see how a new framework could emerge. So this ability to see potential in a situation that may not seem very promising to anybody else might be what caused her to see potential in a class on constitutional law all those years ago. So, President Boehm, I am honored to present Angela Montag Jones for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Angela, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Juniata College, and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Yours is there.
Good morning. One quick thing before I start. As you heard, most of you don't know me or have heard me speak, but this is not my normal voice. I've been battling Mother Nature trying to take it away all week, but we're here and it's going to be great. Welcome all Juniata students, faculty, parents, relatives, friends, and everyone else who came here to celebrate this momentous day with all of you. I'd like to give a special shout out to my family who's all here, including my parents, my in-laws, and my husband, who, as you heard, are all Juniata grads, and also my 3 children, who I'm sure just tuned out the moment they heard my voice over the speakers. But my hope is that, at least for the next few minutes, I can keep you all engaged in a way that I can't really do in my own house. It is an incredible honor that you asked me to come speak today on what is such an important step in your journey through life. Over the past few months, I've thought long and hard about what I wanted to say to all of you. I wanted to find something that would be meaningful, relevant, and that drew insight from what my journey has been since I was sitting where all of you are sitting today. As I started thinking through what I would focus on in the speech, the first thing I looked back to was, for inspiration, was the person who had the honor of speaking at my Juniata graduation. Back in 2001. My hope was that I could take some helpful nuggets from this person, get my creative juices flowing. But my commencement speaker was a man named Bill Phillips, who I think, yes, exactly. You know where I'm going with this. Some of you know him better as Dr. Bill Phillips, 1997 Nobel Prize winner in physics. So I know a lot of you like and maybe even love Netflix, but I, in fact, have not won a Nobel Prize. So while Dr. Phillips' speech was incredibly inspiring, it seemed very audacious for me to start there for any inspiration. So step 2 for me was to ask all of my friends. And I don't know if you all can guess, but every single one of them suggested the same thing. And do you know what it was? ChatGPT. And I'm not kidding. Every single one of them was like, "Oh, you should have it write it for you." I'm not gonna lie, this thought actually crossed my mind for a moment. But then I quickly realized that even though I did not pay anything for this honorary degree that I just received, most of you that are graduating today paid really good money for this Juniata education. So in the end, that approach didn't feel great. And I definitely wouldn't be giving you or your parents or this day the proper amount of respect you all deserve. But that doesn't mean I didn't tinker around with it, just to see what it would give me. I've experimented enough to know that what I choose to input into these tools will often generate different, interesting, and sometimes unexpected outcomes. For instance, I asked my friendly AI tool, what's the best piece of advice to give to college graduates during a commencement speech? Its answer was, embrace lifelong learning. This was not bad. It was a predictable suggestion, but it made sense, and I thought it was generally good advice. I then asked it the same question again, and it told me, build valuable connections. The third time I asked it, it said, don't fear uncertainty. I like this one too, but still kind of generic. So I asked it the same question, but then I said, make it for graduates from a small liberal arts school in Pennsylvania. And it told me that I should tell you all to save your money because you'll need to pay off your student loans. This last one was funny, still true, but it definitely reinforced for me that I made the right choice not to use the tool to write this entire speech. The good news about this exercise was that instead of being a total waste of time, it actually became the inspiration for the message that I wanted to convey to you all today, which is this. Life generally, and your career path specifically, is a very delicate balance between planning and control and the unexpected twists and turns and obstacles and opportunities that it invariably will throw your way. And while it's incredibly important to put in the effort to control all the things you can, let's call these the inputs, it's also important to understand and recognize that the world and all of the people that you will meet and circumstances in which you will find yourselves are taking all of these very well-controlled inputs and plans that you have, and they'll sometimes offer you up some very unpredictable results. And it's not only important to understand and recognize this, but also to be open to these unexpected outputs. Because unpredictability is not always a negative thing. It just means that the opportunities or challenges that you're presented with are different than what you may have planned for. If you remain open to embracing the unknown with an open heart and a flexible mind, it can lead to opportunities you've never even considered in your careful planning. It's also worth noting that just because the outputs can be unpredictable, it doesn't mean that you should relinquish all control and just let things happen to you. As with my AI test in preparation for this speech, the quality of the inputs does in fact generally affect the quality of the results, even though you can never 100% be sure of what you'll get. So while it's important to remain open to the unexpected, you absolutely need to put in the work on the front end to determine what you want the inputs of your life to be. And when I'm talking about these inputs, I'm not just talking about your 5 or 10 or your 20-year plan for your career, what you want to do by when and how you want to get there. I'm also talking about the how you show up on a daily basis, how much effort you put into things, how you treat people you encounter, and how you choose to react to circumstances. The control of these quality inputs into every circumstance in your life are massively important. Because while they may not always directly result in the outcome you expect, they are a very important factor that will drive the quality of how the world will react to you in a given situation. I think about these principles frequently when reflecting on my own career path. When I was in law school and considering what area of law I wanted to pursue, I was initially convinced that I would practice bankruptcy law. So much so that I even clerked for a bankruptcy judge after my first summer. The idea of working in entertainment wasn't even a thought in my mind, let alone the prospect of working in streaming television, which wasn't even a thing that existed at that point. But when I started at my firm after graduation, I started to work on bankruptcy matters, but it was part of the larger corporate group. And I was offered the opportunity to take on some broader work within that team, which I took. I eventually realized, through raising my hand for these opportunities, that working on complex M&A transactions was way more appealing than bankruptcy work. Eventually, becoming a generalist in that practice opened the door for me to an opportunity at Comcast at the point in time when they were starting to license television for streaming. Spent a lot of time over the next few years in some very intense negotiations with a lot of very colorful personalities. But I was really fortunate to have some great mentors who set really positive examples of being tough and smart while also still being respectful towards our counterparts when we were across the table in some very tense situations. I learned a lot from them, and I actually tried to leverage this approach in my own negotiations over the next couple years, including in a particularly long and protracted negotiation with Disney, where the tensions were very high and where maintaining that level of respect and patience was very challenging at times. Fast forward to a few years later, when a new opportunity came up at Netflix, it turns out that the person who ended up giving me a backdoor reference to Netflix and recommended that they hire me was one of the people from Disney who sat across the table from me during that negotiation. I often think about how different my life could be if I had just not put in the effort to show up in the way that I did during that particular deal, or if I'd been less patient and respectful with some of my counterparts who were absolutely driving me crazy during that time. Now, one could take away a very selfish lesson from all of this, in that the main reason that you should put in the effort is because in the end, it's all about what it can do for you. But honestly, if that's what it takes for you to put in the effort, I don't think that's a bad thing. You probably all already realize this, but there may be no better institution than Juniata to prepare you to heed this advice. The ability to create a highly personalized POE enables you to tailor and prepare what you're putting into this upfront planning in the most personalized manner possible. And even if you're leaving here questioning today where ultimately your degree will take you, I know that Juniata and the liberal arts education that's taught you to ask questions and be open to considering new points of view has trained you to be agile and adept to whatever you may encounter. So now that I've taken you through all of my advice, it seems like our AI friend wasn't that far off base when I originally asked it for what themes I should cover. The embrace lifelong learning and build valuable connections, all the inputs. Don't fear uncertainty, i.e. the outputs and being open to what life may throw at you. Save your money doesn't really fit neatly into one of these buckets, but I'll give it partial credit for being good advice generally. So since that was pretty solid work, I thought I'm going to give this AI chatbot a chance to send you all off. So to wrap things up, I asked it to write me a conclusion paragraph for a commencement speech at Juniata College. And I did not ask it to amp up the eagle metaphors, but here you go. As we stand on the precipice of a new chapter, let us carry forward the spirit of Juniata College, a spirit of curiosity, resilience, and community. As Juniata Eagles, we have soared above the challenges, and now we fly towards new horizons. Remember, where your journey takes you, you carry the legacy of the special place within you, nurtured by friendships, knowledge, and experiences that will illuminate your path. Congratulations to each one of you poised to shape the world, grounded in values, and ready to soar. Here's to new beginnings, endless possibilities, and the enduring bond of the Juniata family. Fly high and make your mark. Thank you so much for inviting me today, and a huge congratulations to everyone here. Thank you.
Dr. Dominic Peruso, our acting provost, will present the candidates for degrees.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Accounting, Master of Bioinformatics, Master of Business Administration, Master of Data Science, Master of Education, and Master of Organizational Leadership, please rise as you are able. Dr. Bowen, I have the honor to present 38 candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the master's degree.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees of Juniata College and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Master of Accounting, Master of Bioinformatics, Master of Business Administration, Master of Data Science, Master of Education, and Master of Organizational Leadership with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
Will the candidates come forward as I call your names to receive your degrees? Sophia Ann Amoroso. Gage T. Anzelevich, in absentia. Roberto Alexander Barranca. Cole Jeffrey Bernarding, in absentia. Catherine Elizabeth Besh. Gabrielle Page Brown. Ishiami Burrell, in absentia. Sophia Marlene Cross. Basiro Jahumpa. Kevin J. Duffy III, in absentia. April Fegley, in absentia. Nicholas Scott Flaherty. Christian Michael Gatlos. Danton Andrew Glover, in absentia. Catherine Golden. Zion Duran Gomez. Jason P. Hovis. Amanda McPherson Cunyard, in absentia. Zai Yun Lee. Evan Christopher Long, in absentia. Tammy Marie Macon, in absentia. Joshua B. Martinek. Brittany Nicole McMullen. Christopher Mignonelli. Koa Win, in absentia. Ni Lam Uen Win. Bailey Noel Orange. Luke Anthony Pastor. Heather E. Pearson. Nicholas Joseph Rigby. Kyle J. Ruggery. Brianna E. Cecilia. Dakota D. Snyder, in absentia. Emily Solorzano. Cameron Todd Trowbridge, in absentia. Christopher Volino. Samantha Elizabeth Waters. Autumn M. Witzel, in absentia. Will the degree Master of Accounting, Master of Bioinformatics, Master of Business Administration, Master of Data Science, Master of Education, and Master of Organizational Leadership candidates please rise as you are able? You are now officially Juniata graduates. Congratulations. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts please rise as you are able? Dr. Bowen, I have the honor to present 74 candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Arts.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees of Juniata College and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts with all of the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
Will the candidates come forward as I call your names to receive your degrees? Maximiliana Abrahamian. Isaiah Mark Anderson. Brianna Noel Ank, summa cum laude. Kayla Nicole Blackstock, summa cum laude. Zachary Caleb Bloom, cum laude. Kyle Garrett Boyer. Ian Michael Bruner. Hikes Byers. In absentia, Stephen Lewis Canestrino. Kylan Cargile. Tyson Anthony Carter. Kennedy Lee Christie, cum laude. Maria J.S. Cruz. Corey Matthew Daniels, cum laude. Olivia Rose Day, magna cum laude. Isabella Rain Desco. Aiden Joseph Duran. Sarah Louise Everett, in absentia. Ethan Patrick Ford. Brooke Harris Frank, summa cum laude. Felicia Jeffers Frasinelli, cum laude. Moshe Errol Gasson. William Woodworth Gibson, cum laude. Tyler Bradley Goldsboro. Alex P. Gottwalt, cum laude. Connor Joseph Green, cum laude. Colby Paul Grubb, magna cum laude. Liliana Laney Harding. Peyton C. Horsch, summa cum laude. Emily Lynn Jerzewski. Yoseline Therese Kearney, cum laude. Adrian Cloker. Jesse R. Knox. Isabella Faith Coman. Isabel Maynard Cruzy, summa cum laude. Morgan Elizabeth Lawn. Paul Alexander Leach, summa cum laude. Colson C. Lewis, magna cum laude. Ari Daniel Launstein. Kaylee Margaret Love, in absentia. James William McFarland IV, in absentia, cum laude. Julia Erlinger Mead, cum laude. Dion Brandon Mendez. Michael David Montecalvo, cum laude. Thomas Wesley Montgomery. Emma Shea Muma. Connor Allen Mundus, cum laude. Feline L. Nancarvis, in absentia. Sean P. Owens, in absentia. Francis Pelkey. Me, Millie Pham, summa cum laude. Lena M. Rahman, magna cum laude. Imogene Rose Ramsdale, in absentia. Samuel Justin Reed, cum laude. Cheyenne Nicole Rodriguez, in absentia. Catherine Blaze Royer. Alexandra Elizabeth Sana, summa cum laude. Francesca Satiro, magna cum laude. Curtis William Sowers. Amante Austin Smith, in absentia. Eric Michael Socio, cum laude. Charles Webster Somerville III. Samantha Orion Souders. Kei Takahashi, magna cum laude. Justin Taylor Toney. Wong E. Lilac. Zoe Ann Watson, summa cum laude. Taylor Watts, in absentia. Kieran Abigail Wright. Noah Christopher Wright. Xiong Wu, in absentia. En Je Yu. Avery Jane Zales. Jonah Seth Zolnak, magna cum laude. Will the Bachelor of Arts candidates please rise? You are now officially Juniata College graduates. You may flip your tassels. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science please stand? Dr. Bowen, I have the honor to present 223 candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees of Juniata College, and upon them by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I now confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
Will the candidates come forward as I call your names to receive your degrees? Margaret Kate Ackley, summa cum laude. Destiny Said Ali. Thomas Shane Allen III. Cade Andrew Anzelevich. Victor Manuel Arroyo Villa. Jordan Daniel Amen. Grace Catherine Bailey, cum laude. Austin Joseph Baker. Cynthia Helen Baldwin, cum laude. Joseph M. Beatty, magna cum laude. Brandon J. Bennett, in absentia. Tara Jelena Bariotti, summa cum laude. Zachary Scott Bickert, cum laude. Bree Lynn Bilder, cum laude. Kaylin Marie Bishop, cum laude, in absentia. Colton Matthew Black. Aaron David Ballinger. Keegan Stephen Bond. Joseph William Bonner. Jason Brandon, magna cum laude. Michael Brandt. Dino Robert Brown. Sophie Diane Brumbaugh, summa cum laude. Christopher Will Brumbaugh Caford, cum laude. Amy Buffington, summa cum laude. Alyssa Bowie, magna cum laude. Reese McCade Bumgardner. Samuel Joseph Bunker. Emma Regina Burry, summa cum laude. Nathan Robert Butler. Jordan Mark Anthony Campbell. Carrie P. Cantrell, magna cum laude, in absentia. Isaac Caracciolo, summa cum laude. Manon Carria. Alexandra Carroll, summa cum laude. Cole A. Casey. Marta Chelabich. Joseph Chambers. Joseph Paul Chonfiki, cum laude. Camden R. Clapper, cum laude. Sarah Emily Cook, cum laude. Nandi Amara Correa. Lucy Eleanor Corthell, in absentia. Kayleen Sinead Crotty. Daniel Edmund Cummins, Jr., summa cum laude. Benjamin T.G. Cunningham. Isabella Faith Cotillo. Emma Caroline Davis, summa cum laude, in absentia. Justin L. Dean, Jr., cum laude. Gwen E. DeLeva. Utsav Deer Deravaria. Jaron Troy Dick. Laura Marie Dietrich, summa cum laude. Alex M. Douglas, summa cum laude, in absentia. Evan Joseph Eisenhart. Izena Uzoma Imuka, magna cum laude. Olivia Lynn Everett. Rory Roselle Federline, summa cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Fisher, summa cum laude, in absentia. Zebulon Joseph Fisher. Matthew James Flaherty. Sarah Marie Fletcher. Olivia Graciela Foley. Connor Richard Four, magna cum laude. Devlin Thomas Foster, in absentia. Hannah Elizabeth Foster. Jesse Ray Freeland. Alvin Alexander Fuentes. Reese Allen Ganter. Abigail Brianna Garber. Akshut Garg, cum laude. Ryan Robert Geisinger, in absentia. Ella R. Gerhardt, summa cum laude. Grace Ann Gibbs. Rowan Elizabeth Ging, summa cum laude. Jaden Paula Glunt, magna cum laude. Reagan Renee Goldsmith, in absentia. Jacob William Harry Goodman. Axel Stephen Grader, summa cum laude. Julia Elizabeth Grill, magna cum laude. Marie K. Grincias. Luke Michael Grove. Gabriel J. Gittinger. Alec Scott Haldeman, cum laude. Jack William Haldeman. Samantha May Hall. Alexis C. Hamaker, magna cum laude. Mason King Hardy, cum laude, in absentia. Karina K. Harris, in absentia. Richard Jamal Harrison, Jr. Haley Hannah Hendricks, cum laude. Emma Michelle Hernandez Lopez, summa cum laude. Ana Karen Herrera Moreno. Lydia Gail Hiller, summa cum laude. Carissa Rayanne Hurt, cum laude. Luke William Hoffman. Autumn Gail Holdsworth, magna cum laude. Demetrius Robert Holst.
Handshake for my parents, so they're going to kill me. Thank you so much.
Daniel Elias Hoover, magna cum laude. Austin Hu. Drew David Hunker, in absentia. Chase Todd Husted, summa cum laude. Quinton Williams Iomi, magna cum laude. Lily Isabella Jacks, magna cum laude. Emma Faye Jefferson, magna cum laude. Kaylee Grace Johnson. Brooke Faith Jordan, summa cum laude. John Paul Karcher. Haley Madeline Kenigstein. Jasmine Pearl Kelly. Adnan Khalid, in absentia. Mohini Vasant Kedakar, magna cum laude. Abigail Whitney Kilgore. Lucas Christopher Kleinhans, cum laude. Ellis Houston Klein. Charlotte Cloker, magna cum laude. Reed Cameron Napper. Zoe Maria Lecho. Sarah Jane Lang. Caroline Michaela Latrent. Patrick J. McGoran, summa cum laude. Claire Elizabeth McGill, summa cum laude. Taylor Nicole McGuire. Samuel Charles Mailer, cum laude. Zachary H. Malone. Callum Joseph Marquardt. Sarai Martinez Luna, cum laude. Diane Anne-Laure Matthew, in absentia. Alexia Rayleigh Maxim, magna cum laude. Tessa Irene McAllister, magna cum laude. Brendan McCauley. Francesca Bertha McClure. Lauren Elizabeth McConaughey. Megan Christine McConnell, cum laude. Mariah Ellen McDonald, magna cum laude. Ashley Marie McWilliams, magna cum laude. Emma Kate Medlock, cum laude. Naveen Meena, in absentia. Kara Marie Meddy, summa cum laude. Ryan Michael Meyer, summa cum laude. Kristen Elizabeth Miller, cum laude. Kennedy Rose Miller, cum laude. Peyton Joseph Miller. Sean Ross Mills. Pedro G. Miranda. Jenna Ray Mock, summa cum laude. Grant Clayton Musser. Theodora Willow Nagel, magna cum laude. Asahi Nago, cum laude. Austin Nash. Quinn Phuong Nguyen, magna cum laude. Felicity Marie Norris. Caitlin Rose Nowak, magna cum laude. Jenna Marie Nymick, cum laude. Ryan M. O'Hagan. Alexander Leland O'Hara. Marilyn Page Ogoff, magna cum laude. Bryson M. Osborne, summa cum laude. Raphael Thomas Augustine Parisi, cum laude. Jeremy Walnut Park. Sophia Margaret Parlati. Kiran Tanaji Patil, summa cum laude. Quentin Reed Payne. Casey Lee Paith. Kevin Perez. Richard Francis Perrone. Martina Platonov Negrete, cum laude. Tushar Podell. Christian J. Piskowski, cum laude. Bridrich Mayfia Quartzen. Anne Louise Rarig. Haley Dawn Riley. Katie Vanessa Rivera. Jacob Alexander Roach. Nigel Robertson. Dante Josiah Rogan. Shane J. Ross, magna cum laude. Cassandra Lynn Roche, in absentia. Kiona Sky Rouset Hernandez. Rachel Marie Sabatino, cum laude. Gianna Alyssa Sawyers, in absentia. Maximilian Alexander Gasper Scott, cum laude. Ria Seshadri. Sharon Shaju. Hayden William Shepley, summa cum laude. Ajpreet Gusan Singh. Jack G. Slade, magna cum laude. Kira Elise Smith, magna cum laude. Timothy John Smith, summa cum laude. Tyler Diana Smith, cum laude. Parker Jackson Squire, magna cum laude. Alicia Mainin Stenger, magna cum laude. Kimberly Louise Stevenson. Sarah Nicole Stuhlmaker, magna cum laude. Sophie Ann Storer. Isabella Marie Stranick, cum laude. Noah Kent Straub, summa cum laude. Arun Doshi Subramanian, cum laude. Rachel L. Sullivan, summa cum laude, in absentia. Allison Christine Saperka, in absentia. Hunter Vincent Tate, magna cum laude. Bernadette Rose Trena, summa cum laude. Rachel Brianne Dark Trelia, cum laude. Sebastian Anthony Tringali, magna cum laude. Nolan Joseph Varespi. Jason P. Wagaspak, cum laude. Renee Page White, cum laude. Barrett James Walters, cum laude. Shayla Weaver, cum laude. Kenna Lynn White, summa cum laude. Derek Stephen Williams, cum laude. Holly Grace Wilson. Nicholas John Worstel, in absentia. Vanessa Reyes Yawata. Mason Alexander Yeager.
Thank you.
Emmett Flanagan Young, magna cum laude. Royal Yu, magna cum laude. Shu Hong Yun, in absentia, magna cum laude. Hayden J. Zemansky. Samuel Andrew Zurcher, in absentia. Jinbo Zhang, in absentia. Wang Chung Zhang, in absentia. Lara Lynn Zlahusky, magna cum laude. Will the Bachelor of Science candidates please rise as you are able? You are now officially Juniata graduates. You may flip your tassels. You may be seated.
So how about it, class of 2024? Congratulations. I think you know days like this, ceremonies like this don't just happen. So I'd like to thank the weather gods first. Also, please join me in thanking again for sharing her wisdom and her humor and her perspective, Angela Montag-Jones. I also want to recognize and thank Lisa Bear and Ben Latimer for all they did to make baccalaureate happen last evening. And I want to give special recognition to John Bukowski, our organist. And to recognize Dr. John Bukowski as our soon-to-be concert choir director, and to give a special, special thank you to Dr. Russell Shelley for directing our concert choir these past years. Russ, thank you so much. As always, the choir sounded magnificent last night. I also want to recognize the weather gods participated, but those seats didn't dry themselves. So please join me in thanking Facility Services for everything they have done. While I believe Juniata is a magical place, I am aware that the beauty of this campus does not happen by magic. So we are truly indebted to our facility service staff, our public safety staff, our technology and communications team and communications staff who ensured that you could hear everything today, see everything today, and will preserve it for all of posterity. I also want to recognize Parkhurst for the phenomenal meal they shared with you last night, and conferences and events for all that they do. Finally, there is a commencement committee that works for pretty much all year to get this organized and planned. I want to thank the entire committee. I'm going to give special recognition to Marisa Faust in the Office of the Provost, who joined us in January and pulled this off. So please, a round of applause for Marisa. And I want to thank our acting provost. I can tell you that reading those names is an act of love and dedication, and he did a phenomenal job. A round of applause for Dominic Peruso, please. And finally, there is a reason we gather. We celebrate. We believe in the power of ceremony. And one of the people who has taught me that, demonstrated that, and modeled that most powerfully is our faculty marshal, and today marks his retirement. I want to thank Dr. J. Jackson Barlow for everything he has contributed to Juniata College in the last 33 years and as our faculty marshal for the past decade. Please thank Dr. Barlow. Thank you to our families. Thank you to our students. I'm grateful to be able to be with you today. And at this time, I want to ask Luke Rokoski from the class of 2025 to lead us in singing the alma mater. I would ask that you please remain standing for the benediction and remain in your seats until the trustees, the faculty, and the graduates have recessed. Luke.
To Juniata College, dear, in praise we raise our song, the place of loyal hearts and cheer, which we have loved so long. We love the pathways to and fro, the classrooms and the halls. We'll ne'er forget, though far we go, the days within her walls.
Once again, class of 2024, congratulations. We are so proud and excited with you. As you transition away from this Juniata community and into new communities all over the world, may you carry us with you. And may you let this poem by Lucille Clifton guide and empower you. The poem is called Blessing the Boats. May the tide that is entering even now the lip of our understanding carry you out beyond the face of fear. May you kiss the wind and then turn from it, certain that it will love your back. May you open your eyes to water, water waving forever, and may you, in your innocence, sail through this to that. Amen.